Okay, homework 2 overview. So the objective for this homework is to give you practice with writing code, testing your code, using it in main, using variables, and using functions with mathematical expressions to return some value, right? So that's in essence what this homework is, mainly just to get students comfortable with how we code in this class, right? So here we're gonna create a so we're going to create a restaurant bill receipt, and bill amount and tip percentage will be captured from keyboard, while 675% of the meal cost, right? So again, that seems like a very good candidate for the const, right? So const, and we use a double to create that const. We'll break it down into two functions. We'll say get sales amount, and then we'll have another one, get tip amount. Both of them return double data type. So here I'm trying to kind of guide you, right? So create the double 6.75. If you're still kind of like shaky with what to do, remember I created the example for the pi, radius of a circle. So go look for that example and see how I structured the code for the constant. And that can greatly help you. Let me see here. Okay, so what do we do here? Write code. So go to SRC homework 2 expressions folder. So we go here, and preferably using CMake, SRC homework. Actually, we're doing down here, right? So then you write code in .h and .cpp. So right here is where you're going to write the code for the function header prototype or signature. Remember, that's just one line with semicolon at the end, and I tell you what to do here, okay, more or less, so you can follow this step here. And then you jump to the CPP. So in the CPP, this one right here, expressions.h is included already. Right here is where you're going to write code for the functions get sales tax amount and get, it's up here, get tip amount. Okay, so sorry, so that's what you do here. Okay, what CPP implementation file, that's where you write the code for your header file on this .h. Again, if you're following my example for get radius of a circle, then you can just follow my template and that'll make things a lot easier for you. Okay, so let's see here. For unit tests, this is after you finish the code for your functions, okay, after .h and .cpp. Afterwards, you have to go to test, homework, expressions, HW02, and right here is where you have to write your code. I've already included HW expressions for you, so you do not have to include it. All you have to do is test the two functions that you created, right? You need to test get sales tax amount, and then make sure you use value 10. It should return 0.675, okay? And then you use 20, it should return 1.35, again, for get sales tax amount. For get tip amount, if you use 20, it should return 15%, and if you use 20 and 20%, it should return 4%. It is up to you how you handle the percentage. You can ask the user for whole numbers, you convert it to decimal, or ask the user for decimal. To me, it doesn't matter, okay? Once you write the code for your test cases, run your test case, okay? make sure the test case works before you go to the final piece, which is writing the code for main. So here we want to use get sales tax and tip amount, right? So we want to create two double variables, meal amount, tip rate, actually more than two, tip amount, tax amount, and total. We want to use cin object to capture data from the keyboard. So you just jump here to HWC02 library, make sure you are in main, it's under HW02exe. Do not forget to include HW expressions here, IOStream, and then make sure that you put the using stud cout and using stud cin right here, and then you can just go ahead and use cin cout. C++ will understand what you're saying. So use the cin object to get a number from the keyboard, assign that number to meal amount, and then you call the get sales tax amount with meal amount as its parameter. You captured that from keyboard. Assign the return value of the function get sales tax amount to the tax amount variable. Capture the tip rate from keyboard and assign the value to tip rate variable. Again, you're going to get something from the keyboard and then you use a tip rate variable after cin. Call the function get tip amount with meal amount and tip rate as its parameters. Set function get tip amount return value to tip amount. Add tip amount, tax amount, and meal amount and save result to total variable. You created this in the first statement up here, in the first instruction, and then you want to end up with something like this. I'm not really too concerned about alignment, right? Like, as long as you more or less get the output, that's what matters to me. The bells and whistles for like making nice rows and stuff like columns, you can find those on Google if you really need to, right? But right here we're just focused on using variables, using functions, testing functions, writing the test case, and once the test case passes, then we write something in main to complete the piece. Afterward, make sure you upload to GitHub and then submit to Blackboard, right? So you click here, source control. You should see a list of files here for that you've changed. Type homework 2, mathematical expressions or something like that, and then commit and then push, okay? And then do not forget to go into Blackboard and submit your assignment for grading, okay? Do not send me email about questions about your homework. Post to the discussion board right here. So if I can get a menu, okay, so it's up here. Let me see here. I guess I have to enable the link. I thought I had enabled it. Let me go here, go here. Let me do that right now, because that's where students can help each other, and then I can chime in afterward. Oh, it's right here. It's not viewable to students, so that's why y'all couldn't see it. So let me go here. Show link. So click on the discussion board link, and if you have questions about homework 2, go here, homework 2, and then create a thread and post your question, okay? And I'll wait. Usually I wait like a day or so before I chime in. So hopefully this kind of gives you an idea of what you need to do for homework 2. Thank you.